Welcome. What you are stepping into is a way of understanding what your body is already doing. This is healing by design, a way of reading the body through the lens of German New Medicine. In this work, healing is not something you force, it is something your body remembers. German New Medicine is a roadmap to healing, not a diagnosis. It is here to help you observe patterns, not to replace medical care or professional guidance. All material is for your personal use only and may not be shared or reproduced. What you notice will depend on how you use it. You remain responsible for your decisions. This framework does not explain everything. It helps you orient. It is not a set of instructions. It is not something to memorize. It's like walking through a forest that already has its own order. First, you learn to orient to what the body is doing. You begin with 5 patterns that help you make sense of symptoms, healing, and change. That your body responds before you can think it through. That what seems sudden or random usually follows a sequence. That every symptom or reaction is trying to do something. That what shows up in the body appears in specific places for a reason. And that more than one healing process can be happening at the same time. Next, you step into the base camp. This is where you get grounded before moving deeper into the map. Because German New Medicine is built on a set of assumptions about how the body responds. You begin to understand that when something sudden and significant happens, your body does not react randomly. The meaning of that moment is registered immediately. The brain routes it in a specific way, and the body expresses it through a specific tissue or organ, all as one coordinated response. Then you learn to use a compass to understand where your body is in the healing process, because every response in the body unfolds over time, moving from a phase of protection into a phase of repair with a turning point in between. What you feel in your body changes depending on which phase you are in. A body in protection can feel tense, alert, cold, unable to rest. Meanwhile, a body in repair can feel tired, swollen, inflamed, or more uncomfortable before it settles. So timing changes what symptoms mean. From there, you begin mapping the terrain. You learn why symptoms appear where they do. Why this tissue? Why this organ? Why this location? And even why this side of the body? Because different parts of the body respond to different kinds of stress and different kinds of healing. Even the side of the body can matter. For example, a symptom on one side may relate to a conflict involving a partner, a spouse, a sibling, or a friend, while the other side may relate more to a child, a parent, or someone you care for. So what appears in the body is not random. It follows a pattern, it follows a place, it follows a purpose. Then you learn to recognize the traps. Why a symptom that seemed to be improving suddenly comes back? Why one part of your body feels stressed while another part feels like it is healing? Why the same pattern can keep repeating even when you think you have moved on? Because your body can hold more than one process at a time. One response may still be active, while another is already repairing. A reminder, a person, a place, or even a smell can bring an old pattern back. And sometimes, What feels worse is not a new problem, but the same healing process happening under more intense conditions. Next, you begin gathering resources. You learn what actually helps the body move through a healing process. Because what supports your body depends on where you are in the sequence. A body that is still in protection mode needs something different than a body that has begun repairing. You learn when rest helps, when sleep, food, and gentle movement matter most, why fever, swelling, mucus, fatigue, or even infection may be part of the body rebuilding and clearing what is no longer needed. And you learn the difference between helping the body complete a process and simply making the symptoms quieter. And finally, you learn to find your way home, not by depending on the map, but by learning how to use it. Because this framework is just a guide. As you move through your own healing, you will come across other ideas, other explanations, other ways of understanding the body. And this is where something more important begins. You learn to trust yourself, to notice what feels true in your body, to tell the difference between what is useful, what is noise, and what does not fit, to clear away urgency, fear, and confusion so you can see more clearly what your body is actually doing. The map can point the way, but you are the one who finds your way home. By the end of this journey, you stop trying to fight your body or fix every symptom. You now understand how it works. You can place what you're experiencing, track where you are in the healing process, and respond with clarity instead of reaction. I am Dr. Richie Ann Rodriguez. I'll be your guide through this series. If you are ready to understand your body this way, see you inside. Let's begin.